Hi, welcome to episode 5. For this episode we're going to be doing some patchwork on some of the wood, as there's a fair few holes, and I want to try and fill them up, so I'm going to be mixing up some sawdust and some wood glue, and we're going to make ourselves some wood filler. So I finished off all the sanding now, so we're ready to go. So I'm going to bring you down here a little bit. Adjust it. Right, so you can see the table. So this is I've done it a bit of wood. It's already all messed up. This is something I cut down from the pallet. We're going to be using P80 grit sandpaper, and we're going to make some sawdust, mix it in with some wood glue, and then fill in some holes. There it is. It's a lot easier if you have an auto sander with a sanding selector, but fortunately I don't. This mask is driving crazy. Let's try this instead. This is going to be a very slow way of doing it. Oh. Actually, if I put a longer piece of wood. Still a very long way of doing it. How can we do this a bit faster? Actually, if I get rid of this off of here, use this table as a collection pot. Don't know what to do. Getting there. we go. So it's a longer way of doing it, but yeah. These nuts. Helps when you've got bits of wood with actual need sanding. Alright, let's give it some more wood. All these bits of wood are bits I've cut off the pallets, so I'm just going to use these to try and get some sand off them, or some wood shavings. And this would help if I actually collected all the sawdust from all the pallets I sanded, but it was all dropping over the floor, didn't have any way to collect it properly, so I was just like, do you know what, I'll just do this afterwards. Only when you do this, you actually see how much you've actually managed to gather. Pick it up, put it in there. Put it down there so it doesn't get knocked off. Try and find one that's less filthy. Fine sawdust. Really should have collected it all. You really don't see it a lot when it's on the table, but you'd be surprised how much actually comes off. the most appropriate what I'm doing, but I am sanding wood. Seems to be the best way to do it. What more comes off than I realised. It's very fine sawdust. I don't have very low grit paper. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the recording and I'm going to do some more of this off camera, and then so I want to try and actually glue the wood in this video. So yeah. Maybe this would be a good idea to sand. One of the blocks you get from the pallets. I found no ever use for it right now, so yeah, let's sand this and see what we get from this. We've got a lot of wood fibres, tiny little bits of wood that will help give the glue something to bond to. It's not just so much dust, which is a good thing. Whew, this is tiring work. I'm going for 27 minutes. Wow. We got about a centimetre at the bottom. See you in another half an hour. Yep, we've had some to sit. Taking a look, this is the perfect size for the seat. I think that's actually the intention of the box. Being a seat as well. Moment the truth. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, plan B. Just a little bit over the P1 See, these are the ones with the gouges out. Not all it was from me, but they're the ones I'm going to end up repairing. Put that over there. This one's not too bad, just a couple of holes. I'm not really fed up putting in the screw holes as much. Mainly some of the real problematic areas of this. Some of the otherwise decent slats. Use a bit. Probably would have helped if I did this earlier, but anyhow, live and learn. Surface is not so good. This one could go a bit. That's just a knot. On this bit at the end, and the other side. I try not to put too much glue into that. These are the ones I was worried about. Thankfully there's not too many. Right. That's how we know. Get a bit of gouge out. Now we need a fine mixer. See what I can find out here. Let's see if this works as a vice. Right. Let's get my chisel. Do. I hope this doesn't make an horrendous sound. Alright, there we go. Got something to apply it onto. And then thankfully, well, fortunately, this is decided to be a stirrer. There we go. There goes my chisel. I know I have some sort of vise as well, which I never even realised until now. That's scrap. Right, so I'm just going to show you how much I've actually got in here. Maybe you can see that. There's about up to my knuckle here worth of sawdust. Some of it's really fine, well actually a lot of it's really fine, but we'll manage. And we're using Gorilla wood glue, very good stuff. Starts getting real sticky really quick, so what I'm going to do, pop this up. That back, clear that off. More glue. Oh. Get a nice mix. I can't actually see anything at all. Don't need that anymore. Seeing there's a nice thick consistency of glue and sawdust. And get all the dust at the bottom. Now this is the first time I've done this, so you're about to experience it just as much as me. Don't need that anymore. Right, pop that there. It won't harden straight away, which is good. It'll give us this time we need. I don't want to get anything on this tabletop, or drawers, whatever you want to call it. But we do have to be reasonably quick before it starts getting all coagulated. An old bed sheet. Well, it's going to be old now. Cover this up. Right. You get pieces of wood. Locate the gouges. Find where you put, there it is, little thin wafer piece of wood. Yeah. Apply just like filler. Nice, generous helping. And then there you go. Not so bad. And then we just leave it to dry, and then we can sand it off a little bit. It's mainly, where is it? No, it's not this one, but I'm going to do that one anyway. Probably have more than I needed. Oh, that is why we're using this cloth. Otherwise that would be all over a nice white set of drawers. Straight in. Don't be shy with it. There. Leave that to cure. Now the ones both sided, the ones I'm going to struggle with. Yeah. We ain't got there yet. As you can see, quite a few gouges out the wood. I presume, yeah, you can see it. See? Look. Different angles. That's the bits I'm worried about losing too much glue and not creating a good enough like flat surface for it to actually stick to. So hoping that this is just a little helping hand. Try not to too much, so really want bump on the wood. Locate bumps are. Probably a lot easier way of doing this. If you don't know how to do it, this is what I do know how to do, or have a good idea how it works. Absolutely massive in this one. The surface holes are not very thick holes or deep gouges, so I think it might be a bit of a pain, but at least I'm trying this so you don't have to. Okay. It helps you actually have that tool. We like to improvise here on this channel. There you go. Doesn't really look like much, but hopefully it's enough in there to give it a bit more of a padded layer. Right, now this one, got some gouges out here. What I might do is see if I can fill in these two holes and see how it works. See if it's worth doing. It's not like I'm running out of filler at all, still plenty left. So we're going to calm down. Good. Too much. Come on here. Like I said, I have no idea how this is going to end up, it could be a complete waste of time. But if it's not, learn a handy way to deal with pieces of wood which might not be in the best of condition. I don't think these holes are going to be very good though. Or the knots rather. It's not seem to hold. Especially this one seems to go straight through. But it should be sticky enough. Get a bit on the edges. On that back. There we go. So we filled it in. Come right through. Just knot comes out the other side. And then I might just put a bit on the back, just here. Just to fill out this gouge. And the good thing is, if I've only wasted a couple of slats, if this is really bad, but, so it's not so bad. Definitely going to need sanding again. So lift it up off this side. Oh, back is killing me. Sit down. Oh, seems to be able to take my weight. A lot of people would have just scrapped these pieces of wood rather than bother trying something like this, I'm guessing. I'm hoping that's why I haven't seen it. It could be the fact I haven't seen it because it's a complete waste of time. But like I said, I've got nothing but time to try and try all these little things. So pretty sure one glove can done this. Hey baby, I'm recording a video by the way. You can come in, I can edit it out. I have to edit this video anyway because it's quite long. What do you want? You want a cigarette, don't you?
No.
Enjoy.
It's getting really stressed with this energy.
Oh, okay. Why's that?
It's not working properly. Again.
What seems to be the problem?
It's not sounding properly, as usual.
Ah, Betty, you want to be in the video? Betty, come here. This is my girlfriend's dog, Betty. She is a lovely dog. You cocker mixed with a, what is it?
Sprocker.
Oh, she's a Sprocker Spaniel. Yo, Betty. You want to be in the video? Huh? You want to be in the video? You want to be internet famous? Probably not. I've got like a total of 5 viewers so far.
Exactly, this is the dog I'll be breathing on.
You have some colourful puppies.
Banging baby.
Babe. Oh, bit of wood glue. Right. Now, I'm going to leave that one because I don't want to saturate this plank of wood in case what I'm doing is a bad idea. At least with this I can just stand it down and ain't going to really bother me too much. I can still use it. I'm just trying something. But I saw something similar, someone used it, but use it to fill a bore before he put epoxy in or something. I can't remember exactly what he did it for, but it gave me an idea anyway. But he used a orbital sander, collected the sawdust. It just looked a lot easier. I have to clean my hands afterwards. I've got 3 pieces of wood, so I've got to start being a bit more sparing of it. Maybe one that's really bad. Just speed this up a bit before it gets too pasty. This tool's worked out quite well though. Well, I say tool, a little bit of wedge. Okay. That one's done. That one there. So this is the reason why I wanted to do it. I can't see it, but I think you can. All this bit here, big chunk out of it. So I'm worried this might would have screwed it up. And there's another one. No, I think I've missed it. I think it's somewhere in there. So I'm gonna get this bit done first. Fill in this bit up here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it works. Nice generous dollop of it. Okay. So a bit of sawdust maybe. Yeah, no, one side of the wood. That side. Pull it back. Did it again. Try and smooth it out. a good sign. I'm actually running out of pace now, so maybe I did. Oh, great, glue right on my hand. Maybe I did make enough. It's got like a brown tinge to it. It's all the red and pine soil. Kind of looks like a pate, if I'm being honest. Right, let's find this other one that has the deep gouge, because I don't really want to waste any more time. That one's a bit bad. Oh. That one can survive. Right. There we go. Right, there we go. Oh, this isn't really too much. Quick and easy. Right, now I've got to find the gouge. Nope. Nope. These have got some lovely holes in, so I think I might make this bit the end piece of the table. That's a bit I patched up on the other video with a bit of wood glue and pressed it down. I've actually sanded that as well, so it's held up quite well. Little gouge at the bottom. Quite a deep one. Turn it around so you can see what I'm doing. Try and make sure I fill it up so it's not so. Oh, that'll be my fat ass. Can't sit on one side, let's sit on the whole thing. There we go. I'll make sure I fill it, put enough in there, because otherwise it would come out when I sand. It will just chip out. I don't want that. Make sure I leave this plenty of time to dry. Surface skim it, put back, catch it in a bit. Oh, should have done that. It's really sticky now. It's harder to actually apply. You know, you good at filling in my left hand. I certainly didn't. Maybe I put too much pressure down my right. Or it could be the fact that this is really starting to dry or harden. This one's dry, which is really moist. Right. Pretty sure that was the last piece. Quick check. Nope. So what I might do is just use the remainder of glue and fill in these little holes. I'll put everything in there to get everything nasty. Fill this up with water as soon as possible so it doesn't go on round. I don't think anyone's going to be drinking out of it anytime soon, but there's so much glue on my fingers. Thankfully it comes off quite easily. It's not like super glue where it takes off over your skin. Outlived its usefulness. Right, there you go. So we're gonna, an hour and 47 minutes of raw footage. I will trim this down and hopefully get a reasonably shorter video. And then what I will do is make a short of progress and see how it looks afterwards. I think I'm going to do a quick short on how to make your own wood filler. Maybe some people out there don't know how to do it, and when you buy the actual stuff, it's very expensive, as anything. All shortcuts cost money. So thank you very much for. Let's finish up here. Right, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for watching. If you have made it this far, I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and drop down pairs in the comments if you managed to get this far. Alright, thank you very much. Bye.